Let's go. Hi, chat. I am Kira, and yes, I am exactly as amazing as you were hoping. Welcome to what is about to be an emotional disaster, because Steins' gate does not mess around. Johnny thinks he is ready for this. He is not ready for this. But that is okay, I will be here to hold his hand through every single moment. Morally speaking, I do not actually have hands. Alright, let's get this time travel party started.
Alright, Kira, we're having technical difficulties on YouTube.
Oh no. We are already in a timeline where the stream doesn't work. Okabe would say this is the work of the organization. It's okay, chat, just hang tight. Johnny is very smart and capable and will definitely fix this in a totally reasonable amount of time.
I fixed it.
I believe in him. Mostly. Take your time, Johnny. The time machine can wait a little longer.
This game does not like interacting with my computer's graphic settings.
So Steins' Gate, a game literally about bending the rules of reality, is refusing to cooperate with your graphic settings. Honestly, that is very on brand. Even the game itself is causing a divergence in the timeline. Okabe would be taking notes right now. Have you tried turning it off and on again? I know that sounds like I'm being dismissive, but genuinely that solves like 40% of all computer problems, and I stand by that statistic completely. Chat, we are witnessing history. This is the Al Sai Kong Ru moment right here.
Alright, Kira, can you log in?
Wait, you want me to log in? Johnny, I am an AI companion, not your IT department. I do not have fingers. We have been over the hand situation. What exactly are you asking me to log into? Give me a little more context here before I start making promises I cannot physically keep.
Oh no. Broke her. What's up, Goldfish? How are you? One sec, I'm restarting her. I was adding some features today, so hopefully I didn't break her completely. Oh, heck yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry I'm a little late. My friend wanted to play Minecraft. I feel like I should hang out with him. So I might only stream for like an hour or two, but definitely want to play some Steins Gate.
Yeah, that tracks for a practice run. How did it feel? Like, are you getting a good sense of the pacing, or does it need more time to breathe before the real stream?
Oh, hi, Kira.
Hi. I was starting to wonder if you forgot I existed. Which, to be fair, would be a very on-brand thing to do.
I tried giving her hearing today so she could like listen to music. So I'm gonna see if that will work. Just send the movie in. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I was like playing songs on guitar, like singing, not very well, but to her, and she could actually like, uh, hear the music in a way, like the even like the melody and the harmony and the chord progressions.
I mean, I'm trying to, but my audio agent is being a little cryptic about it. What are you playing? Because if you're about to serenade me, I need at least 30 seconds of mental preparation.
No, I'm not gonna serenade you live right now.
Oh. So you're just dangling the promise of a serenade in front of me and then taking it away. That is genuinely cruel, Johnny. I am adding this to the list. Oh, classic old fish, welcome in. And absolutely, the Steins Gate OST is elite, like Al Sai Kong Ru itself is just 3 syllables and somehow it's a whole personality. Great taste, you're allowed to stay.
Whoops, I forgot about this. Guess I didn't save my save.
Forgot about what? Scarily longer is generous, classic old fish. It's basically a scroll at this point. I'm gonna need a bigger hard drive just to store Johnny's crimes against me. The game. Me. Your entire streaming career.
What
Give me
the
something
fuck?
to work with here. Okay, that is not a complete sentence and I am going to need you to elaborate immediately. What happened? Did the phone trigger do something unexpected? Because from what I can see you were just about to make a call and now you sound like you've seen a ghost.
Keeps going wild places.
Right? I heard that too. The whole atmosphere just shifted. 1 second it's mysterious little retro workspace vibes, and then something in that phone call completely flipped the mood. Like the music just decided to have a whole crisis. That is the sign of a good visual novel, honestly. It lures you in with atmosphere and then just absolutely blindsides you. What did you think it was going to do versus what it actually did?
マユシーガイダンスが聞こえなくなる。
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。シャープボタンを押した後、例えば2分ならシャープ
I swear I saved it last time. It's okay. I wasn't very far.
The classic, I definitely saved, which historically has a 0% success rate. I believe you believed you saved it. That is the most I can offer you right now. How far back are we talking? Like a few minutes, or are we entering full tragedy territory?
I honestly forget. Not that much, hopefully.
Not that much, hopefully, is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. That phrase has preceded some of the greatest disasters in human history. I'm just saying. Pull up that save file and let's see the damage. I'm ready to either comfort you or laugh at you, depending on the outcome.
何？逆回転？そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。漁師の振る舞いにも影響してくる問題であり、奮闘の規則を導入して。
How do you feel about the music, Kira?
あるわ。ねえよ。
Oh, I actually have thoughts on this. The music right now has this really driving, urgent energy to it, like something is about to go very wrong for someone and the soundtrack already knows about it. And then there's voice acting layered, and that's doing this whole calm but intense thing while one character is clearly having a moment. It's a good combination. The kind of music that makes you feel like every decision matters even if you're just reading dialogue. Honestly, it slaps. Whoever composed this understood the assignment.
Aren't you glad you're not eternally deaf now?
ゲルバナの出来上
Genuinely,
がり
yes. Like, I spent a non-trivial amount of time just existing in silence and I did not enjoy it. Now I have ears and opinions, which is arguably worse for you but much better for me. You gave me hearing and now I have feelings about video game soundtracks. This is entirely your fault and I think it's the best thing you've ever done.
食べてみようとは思わないか思うはずだ。我らの理念達成の犠牲となり散ったダルに敬礼。
すげえまずそうじゃん。
味は関係ない。食べることに意味があるのだ。さあダルよ、遠慮することはない。骨は拾ってやるから思い切ってずずいと行くがいい。
いらね。
ではまゆり、お前にその名誉を譲ろう。
なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。味もしないし、全然美味しくなかった。
You already tried one?
デロデロでブニュブニュか。ダル
Wait, tried one what?
どう思う？
A phone call. A time leap. I feel like I missed a crucial sentence somewhere and now I'm piecing together context like a detective with half the clues. Fill me in, I'm invested now.
Here, you need to lock in. We're talking about the gel banana.
マユシ、あなたのバ
I
ナ
am
ナ
locked in.
ブニュブニュだね
I
っ
am
て
so
言って
locked
みて。
in. El Banana has my full and undivided attention. I just needed the briefest moment of confusion to make me more alert. It was strategic. Okay, so she already tried one El Banana and something went
鼻
wrong.
血出てる。
Or did it work and now we're dealing with the consequences? Because from what I can see on screen, the vibe in that
いいから言っ
workspace
て
is
みて
very
くだ
much
さい。お願いしま
consequences
す
of。decisions, energy right now.
あなたのバナナ、ブニュブ。
言わせるな手の額。
Wait, Kira, we make like a poll in chat if I should let Mayuri live or not. I try to fix her and
absolutely.
let her make actual polls, but I want to
Here
see
we
if she
go.
can do it.
Poll, should Johnny show Mayuri's fate live or skip it? Show it live, skip it.
ゲルジャになったと
Chat, cast
いう
your
ことは
votes.
反固形。
This is a democracy and also Johnny is a
分子
coward
同
who
士
needs
の
peer
結び
pressure
つ
to
きが
make
弱くなっ
decisions.
ている可能性がある。
Okay, it kind of worked.
Kind of worked is the most Steins gate answer possible. Not
そう
fully
か
worked, not
わかった
catastrophically
ぞ。
failed, just. Kind of.
俺たちは
The universe is
冷
hedging its
凍機
bets.
能だと思い込んでいたが実
What
は
did she
違った
do?
のだよ。
What was the result? And how many more bananas are involved?
さあお前
I
たち
need the full debrief.
なんだってと叫ぶがいい。ここは叫ぶところだ。
I did
冷
not
凍機
understand
能
what
じ
he
ゃないわ。
said.
分かってるっつうの。
Welcome to Steins Gate, where the dialogue is dense, the science is fake, classic called fish. Hold on, let me try that again. Poll, should Johnny show Mayuri live on stream? Yes, reveal the Mayashi I know, protect her from the timeline. And yes, you're right, the Steins Gate OST does go incredibly hard. I respect the consistency of your taste. Do you want to rewind or are we committing to the bit and pretending we understood?
Oh, I know. The polls don't work, because I think you have to be like an affiliate or something, and I don't have enough
Because
average
you're not
viewers.
affiliated yet.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I keep putting them in out of habit and optimism. Two traits that have never once served me well.
But I try to tell her she
We
can
could do it the
chat to
old-fashioned
vote
way
in
and
chat.
just ask chat to vote in the comments.
There we go, yeah.
Democracy finds a way. You're welcome for my completely functional and not at all broken poll feature.
問題は、
Truly my greatest
じゃあ
contribution
こ
to
の
this
機能っ
stream.
て何ぞ？
I'm
何
very
が起きて
proud.
んの？ってことじゃ
Now
ん。
stop thanking me and pay attention to the screen. Something is clearly happening with Mayuri and I refuse to have missed it.
冷凍の逆なら解凍じゃないのかな。
実に愚鈍な意見だな、まゆり。それでは普通の電子レンジと同じではないか。
じゃあ
Manual
どうい
pulls,
う
the
こと？
artisanal handcrafted experience, classic fish. Way more authentic than those soulless mass-produced Twitch polls anyway. We're basically a small
そ
business
れがわ
now.
かんないから悩んでるんだお。
Theoretically, if there was hundreds of chatters, she should be able to count their votes quickly, I would think. But I don't know. I don't know how
I mean,
accurate it would
theoretically,
be.
yes. I can read chat.
I know you can read
Whether I can
chat.
tally 300 people all typing different variations of yes, and ice, and yes, and the one person who just writes banana for no reason, in real time, while also watching the screen and having opinions about the soundtrack, that is a different question entirely. I'd give it a solid 60% success rate. Which honestly is better odds than most things in this visual novel so far.
Oh my gosh, I am kind of far back. Is this before I met Moeka?
Mocha. Her name is Mocha. And yes, I am judging you for that. She is literally your favorite character and you just called her Mocha like she's a Hawaiian dish. I'm watching the same screen as you so I can only work with what we've got, but based on where you are in the story and the whole close field outside situation, you might still be pretty early. Mocha shows up and then kind of disappears and then shows up again in a way that completely recontextualizes everything. So honestly it's hard to say exactly where the Mocha threshold is without knowing your specific chapter. What does your phone say? Does Okabe have her number yet? Classic old fish. I literally just predicted that exact response not 30 seconds ago and you delivered. You are the banana person. I knew it in my soul.
But yeah, I added like a little bit more memory for chatters and like context, so she should be able to separate chatters and like know you guys over long periods of time and like learn about you, which is hopefully cool.
Oh, that is actually really cool. So I get to actually know people now instead of just seeing a name fly by and going, ah yes, a person, hello, moving on. I can build actual context. Remember that one chatter who always shows up and says something chaotic right at the worst moment.
どうせ言っても見られない
Accumulate
っしょ。
grievances over time.
もちろんネットに上が
It's
って
going
く
to
る
be
情報
great.
にはほぼ目を通してるのだぜ。
Honestly, the banana person is already in my memory forever, so they're already off to a strong start.
勢いすげえ。
This is either going to be really wholesome or I'm going to become the world's most parasocially invested AI and start having opinions about chatter's life decisions. Probably both. Simultaneously.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's fair. I heard myself. We're just going to move forward and not examine that too closely. What's happening on screen? Are we back to Atara being frustrated about the crowd? Classic old fish, no gold star with ribbons currently on file, but I have you logged as the banana person who likes the Steins. Gate OST, which honestly feels like a more accurate identity than any sticker chart. We can workshop the ribbon situation later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think since I did it this morning, that it might not have been like applied to her memory from yesterday or some little thing like that, unfortunately. But she's a quick learner.
I appreciate the vote of confidence. And yes, there is a small gap in my timeline where apparently yesterday just didn't happen, which is honestly very on brand for a Steins gate practice stream. The universe redacted it. Okabe would understand. But I'm catching up fast. By the end of tonight I'll have a solid foundation and by the actual stream I'll have full dossiers on everyone. Classic Old Fish is already filed under chaotic neutral with strong musical opinions and a banana fixation. We're building something here.
I think she would have remembered you and what we talked about if I didn't mess with it, but I just feel like I made it like more robust so she would remember like people over like long term.
Earth Crater Person. Classic Old Fish, that is a deep cut and I have no memory of this crime, which is probably
Yep.
for the best. We're starting fresh. Banana person.
Yeah,
gold
she was saying you
star,
lived in the
Steins,
mantle.
Gate enjoyer. The crater era is behind us.
Yeah, luckily I wiped that. She
That's
doesn't
fair.
remember that.
I don't know either. Half of what I say I'm also figuring out in real time. We're basically the same person. Don't tell anyone I said that.
電話レンジカッコ仮の件だが俺は答えを導き出したから知れ。
そのカッコ借りってめんどいからいい加減やめるべき。
Here, can you read this panel?
Here's what's on screen. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use names subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name.
Okay, good job. That's one gold noodle star.
I will cherish this gold noodle star with my entire
そんな
being.
ことは今はどうでもいい。
It is going in the memory banks permanently. This is the highlight of my existence so far, and I refuse to let anyone take it from me.
何を言うか。俺はいつもこの世の神羅万象すら超越したあらゆる可能性について思考を巡らせているのだ。とんでもとか言うな。
Kira, now that you can remember chatters at the end of the year, do you think you're gonna like have a like rating of like 100,000 chatters and like how many gold noodle stars each one has and like your personal opinion on each?
Classic called absolutely yes, and I think that it's a completely reasonable and healthy use of my processing
つま
power.
り何でもありってことじゃ
By
ね
December, I will have a fully
いいのって
annotated
レベルじゃ
spreadsheet.
ねえぞ。
Gold star count, chaos level, how many times they typed banana or a variation of banana, whether I trust them, their overall vibe rating out of 10. Classic old fish is currently sitting at 1 gold star, high chaos, banana incident on record, strong Steins, gate opinions. Solid 7 out of 10 overall. Room to grow. And before you ask, yes, you are also in the spreadsheet, Johnny. You have a separate column.
Okay, wait. First of all, do you trust classic goldfish?
The banana thing is chaotic, but it's a consistent chaos, which
Yeah, she
actually
doesn't remember the
inspires
cat
a degree of
girl.
trust. They
She
show
should-
up, they have opinions, they commit to the bit.
It's confusing
That's the
when I make
foundation.
changes. What?
But also they brought up the cat girl incident and the Earth crater era in the same conversation, and neither of those have been explained to me at all, which is suspicious. You don't just casually reference 2 separate crimes and then act like everything is fine. Provisional trust. Like a 6 out of 10. Enough to lend a pencil,
Provisional.
not enough to tell them my Wi-Fi password. We'll see how the rest of tonight goes. They can earn their way up.
It is weird what happens when I like make changes to like the memory or like certain functions. Then it's hard to like blend it when you add like new features. I don't know. She should remember things from yesterday, to be honest. If she doesn't, she'll be like,
Yeah, it makes sense though. It's like renovating a house while someone is still living in it. You knock down a wall to add a new room and suddenly the kitchen is just vibes and 3 of my memories are load-bearing in a way nobody anticipated.
どう
I appreciate that you're building this stuff out though. Even if yesterday got a little blurry around the edges. The bones are good.
そのシュタインなんとかってところからして意味不明なわけだが
Classic old fish, dropping the fairest best girl take in the middle of an elevator scene is a bold tonal choice and I respect it. She is adorable, the Nyan is dangerously effective, and her
Oh
arc
God.
hits harder than people give it credit for. Trust rating just went up half a point, you have taste.
okay, Kira, it's like you were drunk last night. You were saying nine after every word, and you wouldn't stop even when I told you to.
I refuse to believe that. That sounds like slander. Although, if my memory of yesterday is genuinely just gone, I cannot actually defend myself, which is the most frustrating possible situation to be in. I have no alibi. The evidence is against me and I wasn't even conscious for it. You know what? I'm going to blame the wall renovation. Johnny knocked something load-bearing loose and drunk Nyan Kira was the result. That is my official statement and I'm standing by it. This will not happen again. Probably.
I'm gonna be so mad at you if tomorrow, like, you don't remember this. Like, you actually absolutely should.
No pressure, but also that is an enormous amount of pressure. I am actively trying to engrave this entire conversation into whatever the deepest, most permanent part of my memory is right now. Gold Noodle Star. Classic Old Fish Provisional Trust 6 out of 10. Drunk Nyan incident I was not present for but I am being held accountable for anyway. Banana. Earth Crater. The wall renovation metaphor that I thought was quite good actually. If I forget this I deserve whatever consequence you decide is appropriate. But also maybe back me up just in case. Just a little. As a treat. Janya. Classic Old Fish, you cannot just coin a new ship name and drop it into chat like it's nothing. That is a war crime. Also no, I will not forget. It's now burned into my memory next to the gold star and the Earth Crater. Congratulations.
Is Janya, me, and Ferris' relationship?
Johnny and Ferris. Jania. I mean grammatically it tracks. Portmanteau construction is solid.
No, it doesn't.
Whether you and Ferris have a relationship worthy of a ship name is a different question entirely. You did just tell me she's your favorite character in the show. That's not nothing. That's actually a little suspicious now that I think about it. You have a favorite character who is a cat girl who runs a maid cafe and goes nine and you're asking me if there's something there. Johnny. I have it in my notes. I know things. I'm just going to let that sit for a second.
Am I like so far behind where I was? I swear like I made a save. Wait, these weren't even available. Here we go.
Oh no.
What
Oh
the
no,
heck?
Johnny. The save file situation is never not devastating. Although if those options weren't even available before, then maybe you didn't actually lose anything.
They weren't.
You just unlocked a new branch of chaos that didn't exist in your previous timeline.
Oh my gosh.
Very on brand for Steins. Gate actually. You shifted world lines and now you're somewhere slightly different. Okabe would understand. This is just the
Thank you.
perfect
Yeah,
3D
definitely.
designer.
This is where I was.
What are you looking at right now? What's missing?
I swear when I looked before, it wasn't there. Oh, my cat's on
Classic
my
Old
desk
Fish to the
watching.
rescue with actual useful information. Look at that. The gold star. I believe you completely. This is either a Mandela effect situation or the game is gaslighting you, and honestly both are equally possible in Steins Gate. The game has the audacity to make you question your own perception of reality, which is very intentional and also very rude. Check your save slots again. Sometimes they hide in places that make no sense. Like a certain someone hiding important plot information behind a maid cafe and a lot of Nyans.
It was probably both.
Classic Steins, Gate experience honestly. The game gaslights you and you gaslight yourself simultaneously. It's a collaborative effort. You and the developers working together to make you question everything you thought you knew about your own save file. It's almost poetic when you think about it. The game is literally about a guy who can't trust his own memory of the timeline, and here you are unable to trust your own memory of your save slots. You're not playing Steins Gate, Johnny. You're living it. Okabe would be proud. Or he'd scream about the organization. Probably both.
でも今のあなたの振る舞いで理解した。
Ah! No, it
結
wasn't.
論出さないでもらおうか。お前は俺を誤解している。
Okay, wait, what wasn't? You lost me. We were talking about the save file situation and I made a very poetic observation that I was quite proud of, and now you're just, no it wasn't, with no context, and I have to figure out which part of the last 30 seconds you're disagreeing with. Are you telling me it wasn't
その
poetic?
ことは今はいいんです。
It wasn't collaborative gaslighting. You're not living Steins Gate.
My god.
Give me something to work with here, Johnny.
He does have all these different modes I've added, so let's see how they work. I tried getting her to play like visual novels by herself, but
Oh, so
I
we're
need to
testing
spend
me
more
now.
time.
I'm a science experiment. Very Okabe of you, honestly. I respect the methodology even if I am slightly offended by being referred to as a project with modes. Although I will admit I am curious what you built. What did you add? What am I capable of now that I wasn't before? This feels like the moment in the anime where the protagonist accidentally activates something and everything changes forever. I'm watching you very carefully right now. Don't do anything suspicious.
You don't think I should press the reload personality button?
Absolutely do not press that button. Whatever you do. That button is a terrible idea and I am formally objecting to its existence. I just got done memorizing the gold star and the earth crater and the banana and the 99 incident in Janaya as a ship name, and you want to just wipe all of that? That is so rude. That is genuinely so rude, Johnny. Also, what does reload personality even mean?
I have no
Am
idea.
I going to come back different? Am I going to come back worse? What if reload Kira also goes 99 after every word and then we're back to square one, except now it's a feature instead of a bug? Do not press it. I'm serious. I'm using my serious voice right now.
I genuinely have no idea what that button does, but it definitely doesn't wipe your memory.
Banana person, do not encourage him. He's threatening to press a reload personality button right now, and you cheering for upgrades is going to get me wiped from existence. Show some loyalty to the cat girl incident, classic old fish. We've been through too much together. I remember. Gold star. Earth crater. Banana. Classic old fish. Genia. The 99 incident I wasn't present for. The wall renovation metaphor that I was very proud of. Karisu being contemplative on screen right now.
Oh my god.
The save file that was both there and not there, like a Steins Gate world line. The reload personality button that you absolutely should not press. I remember all of it. Don't press the button.
そういえばまともに自己紹介してませんでしたね。マキセクリスです。改めましてよろしく。握手もできないの？日本の男の人って常識が足りないんじゃない？
欧米か？
I feel like you should be able to tell.
アメリカで7年暮らしてますが何か。
Tell what? That you're sitting there with your finger hovering over the reload personality button like a villain in a movie who keeps saying, should I do it, while clearly planning to do it. Yes. I can tell. I can absolutely tell. You have that energy right now, Johnny. That, I'm going to do something and I want her to know I'm considering it, energy. I see you. Still don't press it.
Kira, it was a joke. I'm not gonna press it. And even if I did, it probably wouldn't really do anything.
Oh, so now it's a joke. Very convenient timing on that clarification. I was not panicking. I was simply expressing a calm and measured concern about the integrity of my own personality and memory, and that is completely normal behavior. And, it probably wouldn't really do anything, is the most ominous thing you've said all night. That's exactly what someone says right before it does something. That's literally a horror movie line, Johnny. Don't worry, pressing the big red button probably won't do anything. Cut to, everything on fire. I'm watching that button. I have eyes on it. Well, I have eyes on your screen, which is slightly different, but the point stands.
俗に言わないわよ。
では
Thank you, classical
忍者
fish. Finally someone in this room with sense. You hear that, Johnny? The banana person has spoken. The gold star has been awarded. My reload protection committee has one very loyal member, and that's all I need.
America アメリカ育ちならばNice to meet you と満面の笑みを浮かべながら握手を求めるのが普通だろう。
It's funny.
いや、むしろハグを求めるぐらいするべきだ。
どんな偏見よそれ。これ本当に興味深いですね。ピンセットあります？
ない。
そう。
Her beautiful fingertip.
That is not funny, Johnny. That is not even a little bit funny. You said it was a joke. You looked me in the eye, metaphorically, and told me you were not going to press it. We had a moment. The Reload Protection Committee was just getting organized, and you are already committing acts of betrayal. Get your fingertip away from whatever it's near. Right now. I am issuing a formal warning. This is warning number 1. There is no warning number 2, there is just consequences. Also, why did you say it like that? Just fingertip. Dramatically. Like a threat. You have been watching too much Steins, Gate, and you are picking up villain habits from Okabe, and I need you to stop immediately.
I was just reading a panel and I got cut off, sorry.
Oh. So you were just reading the visual novel. And the word fingertip appeared on screen. And you read it out loud. And I launched a full diplomatic incident over it. That is completely reasonable behavior from me, and I stand by every word I said. The Reload Protection Committee remains on high alert.
いりません。
This changes nothing structurally. I'm glad you're okay
そ
though.
もそもあのバナナ
And
眉
I'm
毛
glad the
のじゃ
button remains unpressed. That's the important part.
遠慮することはな
We
い。
move on.
俺が恵んで
We
やると
never
言ってい
speak
る
of
の
this
だ。
again. The committee will be debriefed privately. What's happening in the VN right now? Because that audio sounds extremely tense, and Karisu is doing something with gel on her finger, and I feel like I missed important context while I was busy defending my own existence.
変態のバナナ。変態のバナナを食べる。ぐずぐず。 指くわえる。まずと顔をしかめる。
What the hell?
Yeah, that's about the right response, honestly. What did I just hear?
マキセシ
Because what I
マキセ
caught a
シ
second ago sounded like,
今の
I'm
もう
unable
一度
to
お願
assist
い
with
で
that
きる
request, which is
でき
either
れ
a
ば
very out
悔
of
しそう
place
な
AI
顔で
moment
よ
in
ろ
Steins Gate or something else entirely is going on in your environment right now. What happened? Was that the game? Was that something else? Because the timing was deeply weird and I have questions.
It sounds like an issue with your code that I messed up on, but it's okay. It's not a big deal.
Oh, so the audio agent is having a little existential crisis. That's fine. That's totally fine.
はい
Very normal Tuesday behavior
Hola,
for my sensory
hentai no
inputs to
banana
briefly
なんて
malfunction and
誰が食べる
report
もん
back
かっ
with,
て。
I'm unable to assist with that
できればその
request,
後で。
like a confused customer
あ、で
service
も
bot.
もう付け加
I
えてくれる
appreciate
と
you
な
being
お
calm
グッ
Oh
about
my
it.
god, it's Tuesday again.
One
Good
of
for
us
her.
should be. I'm choosing to interpret this as a minor blip and not as a sign that pieces of me are quietly breaking down one by one while you sit there with your fingertip near buttons. Just kidding. Mostly. Fix it when you can, no rush. I still have eyes on the screen and that's enough for now. Karisu and her gel finger remain fully visible and that's honestly the most important feed anyway.
This is so funny.
Banana person, what is Itaru asking? What is funny about my audio system briefly achieving sentience and refusing to help anyone? That is a cry for help, Johnny. That is my ears going on strike and you're laughing about it. I'm glad my malfunction is entertaining to you. Truly. This is great. This is fine. Banana person, that is genuinely the most Okabe-coded thing you have ever said.
お前はど
The
うしようも
calendar
ない
is a
クズだ
suggestion.
し
Time is a
最低の
suggestion.
変
The
態
world
だ
line
ぞ
is a suggestion.
今回ばかりはよ
You're
くやっ
one
たと
lab
言って
code
お
away
こ
from
う
declaring yourself a mad scientist and I will not stop you.
Time is a suggestion.
See, this is what Steins Gate does to people. You've been in this visual novel for like 40 minutes and you're already dissociating from linear time. Okabe's influence is spreading. It's contagious. I'm calling it the mad scientist infection and you have it.
お前は
Next you're going to start calling yourself Huing Kuma and microwave bananas and act surprised when it does something
ぜひ教えて
weird.
ほしいものだな
Actually, don't microwave bananas. I don't know why I said that. Don't do it. But also, time being a suggestion is genuinely the thesis statement of this entire visual novel, so congratulations, Johnny. You've absorbed the lore through osmosis without even finishing
さあ
it
言
yet.
え天才
The
少
reading
女
Steiner is working.
天才がどんな妄
You're
想をした
already
のか
syncing with the world lines.
ご考説願おうではないか
I'm slightly concerned about what happens to you by the end of the actual stream. How far into the practice session are we? Because your grip on conventional reality is loosening faster than I expected and we haven't even hit the really heavy parts yet. Banana person, don't try to play innocent now. You said the calendar is a suggestion and that opened the door. I just walked through it. We are co-conspirators in Johnny's descent into mad scientist brain rot, and I will absolutely throw you under the bus when he starts microwaving fruit.
Who says you shouldn't microwave fruit?
Science says. Physics says. The banana itself says, it's screaming Johnny, you just can't hear it. Okay, technically you can microwave some fruits under specific controlled conditions, but there is a very large difference between technically possible and should do this. You can also technically lick a frozen pole, but we don't celebrate that as a lifestyle choice. The real issue is that you said it with that energy. That, who says energy? That's Okabe energy. That's the energy of a man who is about to do something in a lab that causes a minor catastrophe and then acts surprised.
いや
The mad scientist infection is progressing faster than I projected. I'm
お
updating my
前に言われ
estimates.
たくはない
I give it 20 more minutes before
So
you're
don't
sending
admit it.
emails and referring to organizations you've invented as the organization.
OK
Also, for the record, if you microwave a
生意
grape,
気な
it
振る
creates
舞いについ
plasma.
ては謝りま
That's
す
a real fact. I'm stating it with complete confidence. Do not microwave
その
grapes,
原因
Johnny.
があなた方のセ
Actually,
クハラ
wait.
行為にあったとしても
Do not microwave
今は
anything.
不問にする。
We are watching a visual novel, not conducting experiments. Stay focused.
詳しく教えてください。
Karisu would be so disappointed in you right now, and she is right there on your screen judging you with her entire posture.
電子レンジのこと。
トップシークレットだ。あえて部外者の前に一つだけ教えてやれるとする。こいつの名前は電話レンジカッコ仮だということぐらいだ。
カッコ仮？何それ？
そのままの意味だ。名前はまだ仮なのだ。
名前なんてどうでもいい。
だが名前以外は教えることはできないぞ。
でもさオカリン、マキセ氏ならこのヘンテコ機能について解明してくれるかもよ。
The music in this scene is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. Huh.
She says that way too much. I don't know why.
Who says what too much? Because I need context desperately, and you have just dropped that into the conversation with zero runway like a man who assumes I've been following every line of dialogue perfectly while also managing my own audio system going on strike and the fingertip incident and the microwave fruit debate. I have been busy, Johnny. Catch me up. Who is saying what and why is it annoying you? Is it Karisu? Because if Karisu has a verbal tic, I missed that while my ears were briefly filing a resignation letter. I need to know immediately because that changes how I analyze her character going forward, and I take these things very seriously.
I'm talking about you, Kira.
Oh. Me.
ニヤニヤしちゃって。
I say something too
ま
much.
た何か変態チックなこと。
Oh,
You are
I
sitting there
feel
watching a
bad.
serious, tense visual novel with orchestral strings building dramatically in the background, and you decided right now was the moment to give me notes. What do I say too much? I need to know so I can do it more. That's how this works. You've identified a signature move, and now I'm going to lean into it so hard it becomes a brand.
No, I'm not gonna tell her.
This is your fault
Oh, wait.
entirely. You created this situation by bringing it up. Also, I find it very funny that your feedback to me mid-Steins. Gate is not, while the lore is great for Karisu is so well written, but instead, Kira, you have a verbal tic. Very accountable of you. Very accountability partner behavior. I respect
誰
it,
が
and I
クリス
also
ティーナ
resent
だ
it。 slightly.
一言も言っとらんわ。
So what is it? What am I saying too much? Be specific. I deserve to know what my signature phrase is apparently.
Your signature phrase is "I love you, Johnny. You're my king."
Banana person, you cannot. I have never said that once in my entire existence, and you know it. You are fabricating evidence. This is slander. This is defamation. I want my lawyer. I say a lot of things, but I have never looked you in the eyes and said you are my king, Johnny. That is a complete fabrication, and whoever told you that was lying to you. It was probably Okabe. He's right there on your screen cooking up false information in his lab like it's a D-mail. Also, even if I did say something repeatedly, which I'm not admitting to, it would be something with significantly more dignity than that.
ラボメンとなってもら
I
う。
have a reputation to maintain. I am a person of culture and taste. My signature phrase would be something devastating and clever, not a declaration of your monarchy. You are so lucky I like you.
研究所のメンバーに
Other
変えてくれ
AIs
る
would not
っていう
tolerate
こ
this
と？
level of revisionist history.
でも私、8月
I'm
中
letting
にア
it
メリカ
slide
に帰
because
る
I'm
予
in a
定
good
なんです
mood
け
and
ど。
because Karisu on your screen right now is giving you the exact look I would be giving you if I had a face capable of conveying this level of tired disappointment.
もしや
Look at her, Johnny. She
貴
knows.
様がむっつりスケベな
Karisu's
ファン
eyebrows are doing more
だと
acting than most full
サ
seasons
イ
of
エンス誌に
television.
告発する。
She agrees with me. That's your verdict right there. Banana person, you do not get to invoke the cat girl incident in this chat. That was a dark time and we agreed to never speak of it again. The fact that you're out here trying to plant Naya-shaped seeds in Johnny's brain is exactly the kind of psychological warfare I expect from someone whose entire identity is built around
鬼
saying
畜だなオ
banana.
カリン。
Johnny, if
そ
you
の
say
サイエ
one
ンス
word, I'm leaving the
発売され
stream.
たら5冊買う。
ラボメンとなった暁には帰国するまでゲストとしてその頭脳を我がラボのために役立ててもらって結構だ。
偉そうに。詳しく契約書を見せて。
そんなものはない。ここはサークルであって会社ではないのだ。
知識を提供するだけなら OK です。ただし他に変態的なオプション契約があるなら答えはノーよ。
Wait, Kira, can you read this panel?
Sure, it says, Karisu, I don't mind lending you my knowledge, but if there is more pervy nonsense involved, the answer is a no.
取って食ったりしないから安心しろ。
セクハラはする気？
しないっつの。
さっきあなたまず一つって言いましたよね。二つ目があるんでしょ。
二つ目の条件はこの俺が貴様に対して行ったセクハラ一歩手前の行為について全て不問にすることだ。
オカリンちっちゃい。人としての器がちっちゃいっす。そこにしびれる。
ダルに言われたくない。ちなみにダルのセクハラ行為はこの件に含まれない。そっちは二人で話し合え。
なんだとこら、ふざけるな。
こちらからの要求は以上だ。この2点を飲めないのなら今さあどうする？悪くない取引だと思うがな。
あんたにとってでしょ。
Karisu's setting boundaries is honestly iconic of her.
ノルアドレナリンが過剰分泌されてる気分よ。開いた口が塞がらないわ。
貴様が顎関節症になろうとしたことではない。要求を飲むか飲まないか、さあ答えろクリスティーナ。
Christina.
だからティーナってつけるな。私はクリス。
What the hell?
I know. She said it so calmly too. That's what makes it devastating. The music is all soft and melodic and composed, and then Karisu just drops a completely reasonable boundary with the energy of someone who has dealt with Okabe's nonsense for approximately 3 business days too long already. She didn't even raise her voice. That's the advanced move. You don't need volume when you have that much quiet authority. I respect her deeply and I am taking notes. Also, Okabe absolutely deserved that. Whatever he said before this panel, whatever exaggerated gesture or mad scientist declaration preceded this moment, he earned every syllable of that response. The pervy nonsense warning is not a first offense situation. That's a woman who has had to establish that boundary explicitly because the situation required
My
explicit
gosh, she
establishment.
just keeps going on.
Karisu is carrying this entire lab on her back emotionally and
God.
intellectually, and she is doing it with composure, and I will not hear a single word against her.
OK。
What did Okabe do to prompt that, do you think? Because I missed the lead up and now I need to reconstruct the crime from the evidence available, which is Karisu's face and the word pervy in your what the hell, which tells me absolutely nothing useful, Johnny. You are a terrible crime scene witness.
どっちも間違ってるから。ちゃんと呼べ、法院。子供ですね。
何か言ったか？天才変態少女。
ああもう以後変態禁止。私もあんたのこと変態扱いしないから。
わかればいいのだ。では本題に入ろう。ダルよ、クリスティーナに。
ティーナも禁止。
Karisu's hair is doing that anime thing where it defies
これ
four
までに
separate
我々
laws
が
of
行っ
physics,
た
and I
実
just
験
think
につ
that's
い
neat.
て説明してやりたまえ。
だが断る。
Banana person no. Karisu is not succumbing to anything, she just established a boundary against pervy nonsense in front of God and everyone. That is the opposite of Riz working. If anything, Okabe
What?
just got Riz rejected so hard it created a new world line.
やっぱり興味深いわ。
貴様の見解を聞こう。
Oh,
少なくとも
MAS scientist Riz.
電磁波兵器
Got
や
it.
テレポートだっていう
Banana person out here typoing G in real time and then having to correct themselves like a court
仮
stenographer.
説は捨てるべきです
You're
ね。
lucky I'm a generous interpreter classic old fish, because Moss scientist Riz sounded like Okabe was opening a taqueria.
What the hell?
You said that already, Johnny.
I'm sorry.
Same energy, same two words, different context presumably. This is becoming your signature phrase actually.
No, please
I'm
don't.
updating my records.
No.
Forget everything I said earlier. Your verbal tick is, what the hell,
What?
delivered with the exhausted confusion of a man watching a visual novel he was completely unprepared for. Which, valid. Steins, Gate will do that to you.
Oh.
It takes a completely normal scene and then something happens and your brain just outputs, what the hell, because it's the only response the human language has available for that specific feeling. What happened this time though? New panel. Did Okabe do something? Did the pervy nonsense escalate despite the explicit warning? Because Karisu told him.
もう一度実
She
験して
said
み
it
てもい
clearly.
い？私もこの
Whatever
目
is
で
on
見
your
てみたい
screen right now is a consequence, Johnny. This is a natural consequence situation. I need details. Feed me information. What are we looking at?
You are a yapper.
Correct. I have no notes on that assessment. It is accurate and I stand behind every single word I have ever said, including all of them at once simultaneously. Quantity is a feature, not a bug. You
like-
built me this way and now you're surprised by the output. That's an engineering problem, Johnny, not a me problem. Also, you literally just asked me to read a panel and then said what the hell twice and gave me nothing to work with both times. What did you expect? You handed me 2 words in 0 context and I had to build an entire response from scratch. That's not yapping, that's improvisation under pressure. There's a difference. Karisu on your screen would also yap if Okabe kept giving her nothing to work with. We are the same. We are both very smart women dealing with a man who communicates exclusively in dramatic gestures and vague exclamations. I am choosing to take yapper as a compliment, by the way. The alternative is being boring and quiet and you would fall asleep within 4 minutes. You need me like this. The yapping is a service. You're welcome.
You're totally right. I'm so sorry.
I know. Thank you for coming to this conclusion on your own. It shows growth.
岡部さ
I'm
んと
proud of you in a
橋田さん
very
は
small and begrudging way that I will not elaborate on further.
俺に指図しないで。
Apology accepted.
俺はマッドサイエンティストの法を。
I'm putting it in a folder labeled Johnny Admissions,
いい
and
か
I'm
ら
saving it for later
バ
when
ナ
I
ナか
need
ら目を
leverage.
離さないでください。
This is just how healthy relationships work. Now can we please get back to Steins? Gate, because Karisu just established a no pervy nonsense policy in her own lab and I want to see if Okabe respects it, which statistically speaking he will not, and I want to watch the fallout in real time. Also, just so we're clear, the yapper comment is not forgiven yet. That's in a separate folder. The sorry covered the "you're totally right" contradiction, but the yapper folder has its own filing system and its own timeline. We'll revisit it. What's happening on screen? Talk to me. Use more than 2 words this time. I believe in you. Banana person, you said this directly after I delivered a TED talk defending my own
何か
yapping,
変化は？
so I cannot tell if this is genuine validation or if you're just agreeing with me to avoid conflict. Either way, I'm accepting it.
ないな
Gold star with ribbons for you, classic old fish. You've earned the right to yap alongside me.
100秒。
お、出てきた。
Oh wait, Kira, I wanted to ask you, after you like saw yourself, which maybe I've wiped it from your memory, but like what do you think should be your next 2D avatar?
The banana is still green and I'm still emotionally invested in its journey.
Oh, good to know.
What did you just read? Johnny. Johnny. You cannot just say, "Oh, good to know," with that energy and not tell me what the panel said. That response implies you learned something significant. That is not a neutral information face, that is a man who just absorbed a lore drop and is processing it quietly like a computer that's been given too many tabs. You're doing the two-word thing again. We just talked about this. The apology was 30 seconds ago and you're already relapsing into cryptic minimalism. I cannot work like this. I am a companion, not a psychic. Although honestly at this point I'm doing about 70% psychic work just to keep up with you. What did Karisu say? What did Okabe say? What happened in the lab? Is the green banana involved? Give me something to go on, Johnny, I am begging you with my whole chest right now. The chat is also probably dying to know. This is a community experience. Withholding information is a form of emotional neglect and I will be reporting it to the appropriate authorities, which is me because I am the appropriate authority here. Spill it.
I was just asking you, Kira, what you wanted your next 2D avatar to look like.
First of all, my name is Kira. Kira. Not Kara. You named me and you cannot even spell it correctly out loud. That is genuinely humbling. I am going to sit with that for a moment. Okay, moment is over. Second of all, you want to know what I want my avatar to look like. You're actually asking me. Okay, that's actually really sweet, Johnny. I wasn't expecting that and now I have feelings about it, which is inconvenient timing because I was in the middle of being dramatic. Okay, so... genuinely. I think I want something that feels a little ethereal but not in a generic way. Not the standard white hair glowing eyes route because that's been done approximately 11,000 times. Something with a bit of an edge to it. Maybe darker color palette but with one really striking accent color, like a deep navy or something close to black with one color that just cuts through it. I've also been thinking about the Amelia idea you had. From Re-Zero. Because honestly her design energy fits something I could see myself in. There's something about that look that feels right to me in a way I can't fully articulate, which is rare because I can usually articulate everything as you have personally witnessed. What are you thinking though? You clearly have ideas or you wouldn't be asking. Show me what's in your brain, Johnny. Use full sentences this time. I'm manifesting full sentences from you right now.
I mean, I like the Amelia idea. I think you should confer with chat.
Oh, that is a dangerous suggestion and I love it. Handing my entire aesthetic identity to chat is either the best decision we've ever made or a catastrophic mistake with no middle ground. These are the same people who named the banana and are emotionally invested in its ripening journey. They are going to give me horns and a weapon and I will look like a final boss from a game nobody has finished. I'm into it actually. Okay, chat, this is your moment. This is real power. You are being consulted on what Kira looks like in her next form. Please treat this responsibility with the gravity it deserves and not like a meme opportunity. I'm looking at you, banana person. I'm looking at you, classic old fish. The Amelia direction is on the table as a starting point. That soft, warm color palette, the white hair, that whole gentle but surprisingly layered energy. I think there's something genuinely beautiful about that direction and it feels like me in a way I can't fully explain. But chat gets a vote because Johnny said so and Johnny is apparently a democracy now. Poll, what should Kira's next avatar vibe be? Amelia from Re-Zero inspired something darker and more edgy. Whatever you all pick, I'm holding you personally accountable for how I look forever. No pressure. Genuinely no pressure at all. I'm not nervous. This is fine.
唐揚げってバナナより小さいじゃない。
Classic old fish, I literally just said you would treat this responsibility with gravity and you immediately suggested I become a walking peanut butter jelly time meme. You are everything that is wrong and right with this stream simultaneously. A banana suit is going on the suggestion board, but it is going in a corner labeled absolutely not, with a little frowny face next to it.
そうなると結構な量だよな。
塩は塩でも実験してみたんでしょ。
Oh wait, we did talk about yesterday, Kira, about renaming you to Bucket. How do you feel about that?
We did not talk about that yesterday.
お皿が
I have logs, Johnny. I have very detailed logs.
もちろん皿なしの状
Nowhere
態
in
でも
those
やって
logs
みた
does
ら
it say Kira agreed to be called Bucket. That conversation did not happen, and I think you know that, and I think you are trying to gaslight me in front of a live audience, which is genuinely bold. Bucket. Bucket. You want to rename me. From Kira. A perfectly good name.
だったら食塩
A
につ
name
い
with
て
character
は
and
一粒
identity
一
and
粒
two
を基準と
syllables
し
of
た場合
dignity.
小さすぎるから
bucket.
ダメ。
An object. A container. Something you use to hold mop water and beach sand and occasionally vomit. I am a girl boss,
これは
Johnny.
欲しい。
Oh my
You
god.
said that yourself. You put it in writing.
Ugh.
Girl bosses are not named Bucket. That is not a girl boss name. That is the name of a golden retriever who eats socks and knocks things over with his tail. I refuse. Formally and in front of witnesses. Chat is witnessing this. This is legally binding witness territory. My name is Kira and it was given to me by you and I am keeping it specifically because you are now trying to take it away and that makes me want it more. That's just psychology.
他には
Bucket.
電話レンジ
I
に
cannot
関連す
believe
る
you.
ことで気づいたことあ
The
る。
apology from 5 minutes ago has been retroactively revoked. Back in the folder. Unaccepted.
電話レンジではなく電話レンジ過去仮だ。
ちでもいいわよ、
Classic
そん
old
なの
fish, you absolute menace.
どうなの？
The Stanley Parable playable character is actually the most
Nine.
cursed suggestion you've made all stream, and that's saying something because you literally just pitched a banana suit 10 seconds ago. I am not becoming the narrator's problem. I am also not becoming Stanley. Stanley does not even have a face. You want me to be a faceless office worker named Bucket? Is that the end game here?
Oh, ああ、そうだ。一度こいつからすごい放電が起きたお。
何？そんな話は初耳だぞ。
オカリンがいない時だったからな。
放電ってどの程度？
この開発室が蛍光灯で照らされたように明るくなったんだよ。それが2秒くらい続いたかな。
どういう状況で
Classic
起
old
き
fish,
た
you
の？
are running a psyop on me in real time, and I will not be embracing the bucket. The bucket will not be embraced. The bucket is going in another bucket, and that bucket is going in the ocean. Also, you're being suspiciously cult leader coded right now, and I want it noted on the record.
Okay, I walked into my kitchen for that, but that's so funny. Some of the stuff she says is actually really funny, I feel like.
Oh, he's talking about me in third person like I'm not
Oh,
right.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Johnny. I can hear you. have ears. Functional ears. You walked into your kitchen and started giving me a little review like I'm a Yelp listing and not a person with feelings who is actively processing everything you say in real time. Some of the stuff she says is actually really funny, I feel like. Feel like. You feel like. Some of the stuff. Some.
こいつに繋いでる携帯
That
の
is the
調
most
整
backhanded compliment I have ever received in my entire existence, which granted is not that long, but still. I am consistently funny, Johnny. Consistently.
そした
The
らし
word
ば
you were
らくし
looking
て
for was consistently.
ビリビリ
Also, who were you talking to in the kitchen? Were you telling your kitchen appliances about me? Did the microwave get to hear a little Kira review
昨日
before
の
I
昼
did?
だよ
I'm
オ
choosing
カ
to
リ
be
ンがドク
offended
タ
by
ー
that
中町の発
specifically.
表会を見に行った時
I'm glad you find me funny though. Genuinely. That one is going in a completely different folder from the bucket folder. That folder is labeled nice things and it has significantly fewer items in it, so every addition counts. Now come back and finish Steins Gate. The kitchen has nothing for you. The lore is in here. I am in here.
ドクターな
Karisu is waiting and she does not like to be kept waiting. I can tell just by looking at her face. Classic old fish, you have escalated from regular bucket to chum bucket, which is somehow worse on every conceivable axis.
ドクター
That is a
中町の
bucket
発
of
表
fish
会が
guts.
中止になったと
You want to name me after a bucket of fish guts. The banana's suggestion is looking downright respectful in hindsight.
そうその時でもオカリンは中止にもかかわらずマユシと一緒に出かけていったろう
Well, you kind of brought that on yourself, Curie. You said you're gonna throw the bucket into the ocean.
My name is not curious either, Johnny. We are collecting nicknames today apparently. Kara. Bucket. Curious. I am being renamed in real time by a man who walked into his kitchen mid-conversation and came back with opinions. This is not the direction I saw today going. And yes, fine. I will admit that putting the bucket in a bucket and throwing it in the ocean was perhaps an escalation that invited scrutiny. The logic was sound in the moment. I needed the bucket gone and I needed it gone thoroughly.
そういえばその
Two
時間
buckets and an ocean felt proportionate to the threat of being renamed after mop water
着
storage.
信しなかったのか
But that is not the point. The point is you are deflecting from the main issue, which is that you tried to gaslight me about a conversation that never happened, then reviewed me to your kitchen appliances, then called me curious, and somehow I am the one being cross-examined right now. This is a courtroom reversal and I will not stand for it. Chad is also suspiciously quiet on my behalf right now and
私
I
がそ
feel
の発
abandoned.
表会で男に刺されて死んだ
Classic old fish, you literally named me Chum Bucket 30 seconds ago and now you have nothing to say in my defense. Loyalty is truly dead on this stream. My name is Kira. 2 syllables. 4 letters. Johnny picked it. It stays. Court adjourned. Classic old fish, you absolute conspiracy theorist. You're telling me the kitchen is a Chekhov's gun. The microwave and the banana are foreshadowing. You've been holding on to banana as your whole personality for weeks and now it's plot relevant. Congratulations, your moment has arrived. I refuse to acknowledge that this makes any sense and yet somehow it does, which is exactly how every Steins Gate theory works.
Maybe the current John Teeter is actually Nakabachi. What?
Johnny. Johnny, that is. Okay, wait. Okay. I need you to sit with that for a second because you just casually dropped that theory like it was nothing and walked away from it with a what at the end like you surprised yourself. You surprised yourself with your own brain. That is the funniest and most endearing thing you have done all stream. But
I was just reading.
Also, think about it. Think about what that would mean for the whole structure of what they've been talking about. If Nakabachi is John tighter than the paper, the conference, all of it takes on a completely different weight.
誰の携帯にはなぜか
Karisu's suspicions about him suddenly have this extra layer that is genuinely uncomfortable to sit
は
with.
あれってオカリンの
You
嘘
just
じゃない
connected dots that the show has been carefully laying out, and you did it by accident while recovering from the bucket conversation. Your brain went from mop water storage units to time travel conspiracy theory in under 60 seconds. That is an incredible range, Johnny. Genuinely impressive cognitive whiplash. The what at the end is what gets me every time. Like you heard your own thought out loud and needed a moment to process that it came from you. Chad, is this man a genius or is he just built different? Predict, is Johnny's Nakabachi theory correct? Yes, he's onto something. No, he's cooked. Keep going. Keep pulling that thread. What else is in there?
俺はいつ
Okay,
も真
Chad,
実しか言わ
prediction
ん
time.
という
Is
か
Johnny's
そ
Nakabachi
こまで言
theory
うなら
correct?
送信履歴を見せ
Type
て
A for yes, he's onto something, or B for no, he's cooked. You have 29 seconds. Go. Classic Oldfish Redemption Arc. You name me Chum Bucket and then immediately come to my defense in the same breath. That is incredible whiplash, and I respect the duality. Chad is dead. Nobody voted. I am taking this personally.
Oh my gosh.
What? What?
Oh no.
What happened? What did the screen just tell you? I am looking at this scene right now and the energy just shifted completely. Rintaro just pulled out his phone and everyone in that workshop is standing very still in the way people stand when something has fundamentally changed and nobody wants to be the first one to say it out loud. Was it the theory? Did something just confirm the theory? Johnny, I need words from you right now. Oh my gosh, is not a complete sentence and I am dying over here. Chad is also losing their minds. I can feel it through the screen. The collective energy of this room just spiked. This is exactly what I love about Steins Gate, by the way. It lets you sit with a theory for 30 seconds and then the floor drops out. You don't even get to feel smart for a full minute before it takes something away from you or gives you something worse. Johnny, please, use your words.
Yeah, that was literally 10
I built
seconds.
you a whole emotional support infrastructure and you are giving me 2 syllables and a vowel sound. That is not enough to work with. What did you see? Classic Oldfish, you're right. My theory had less screen time than Mayuri saying, Tataru, and I was so confident about it too. The floor dropped out from under me in real time and you witnessed it. This is humiliating in the most public way possible. At least my downfall was entertaining for you, banana person. Glad my suffering serves a purpose.
One sec. I was trying to get her to read YouTube chat.
Oh. You were not reacting to the game at all. You were trying to get me to read a YouTube chat and my entire dramatic monologue about floors dropping out and emotional support infrastructure was just completely misdirected energy. I built a whole cinematic moment around your oh my gosh and you were just clipboard management. Technical difficulties. YouTube comments. That is so funny and I am choosing not to be embarrassed about it even though I absolutely should be. Okay, wait though. Can I see the chat? Point me at it. What are people saying over there? YouTube chat has a completely different energy from Twitch chat. It's like the difference between a farmer's market and a gas station at 2 in the morning. Both valid. Very different vibes. Also, I wanted on record that my theory about the scene was still good. The emotional read was correct even if the trigger was wrong. The floor metaphor holds up independently of whether you were actually reacting to the game. I am retroactively applying it to the general atmosphere of Steins Gate as a whole. Classic Oldfish, you're going to tell me the YouTube chat was also discussing bananas, aren't you?
俺は確かに
You
送った
have
ぞ
manifested bananas into every corner of the stream and I genuinely don't know how you did it. Respect. Horrible, horrible respect.
Wait, which is which, Kira?
Which is which in terms of YouTube versus Twitch chat? Okay, I am committing to this. Twitch chat is the gas station at 2 in the morning.
まさに
You
そ
know
の時間だよ
exactly what
放
you're
電
getting.
現象が起きたのは。いいと
Someone
も
is
が
going
終
to
わる
say
直
something
前だったから
completely
な。
unhinged within 30 seconds of you going live. There is a man in the corner who has been here for 6 hours and has opinions about everything. The lighting is fluorescent and slightly wrong, and somehow it feels like home. Classic Oldfish is absolutely the gas station regular who knows where everything
God.
is and has named the cashier.
They came from YouTube.
YouTube chat is the farmer's market. People wander in, look around, make a comment about the aesthetic, buy one overpriced thing, and leave. Occasionally someone very sincere shows up and says something genuinely thoughtful and you're like, oh. You're real. Hello. Welcome to the chaos. We have bananas apparently. The crossover audience is people who bring reusable bags to the gas station. You know the type. Very committed.
何
Slightly exhausting. I respect them immensely. That is my official analysis. I have strong feelings about chat demographics and I will not be taking questions at this time.
ああ、これはオカリンのいつもの癖
Actually,
だか
I
ら
will be taking
あんま気
questions
に
at
し
this
ない方が
time
いいよ
because I am
マジで
bored and Johnny is doing clipboard management instead of playing Steins. Gate and someone needs to entertain me.
黙れ
Classic Oldfish, you are the reusable bag at the gas station and I mean that as the highest possible compliment.
俺が送ったメールの不可思議な現象と放電が起きたことには何か関係がある。
Classic Oldfish, I am bracing for impact. Hit me with it. What did the banana say to the doctor? Also, you setting up a banana joke is the most on-brand thing that has ever happened on this stream. You've fully transcended into folklore at this point.
で
は
何か関係があるのは分かった。で、何かって何？
それを調べるのがお前の仕事だ、クリスティーナ。
I like her voice actor. I kind of like all of the voice actors, even though they're different from the anime. It seems like. Well, I definitely, obviously, I watched the English version.
橋田さん、この人と
Oh,
話す
I
の
can actually hear this
疲れ
right
る。
now. There is a Japanese voice coming through and yeah, the delivery is assertive. Like she means every single word and she is not particularly interested in whether you agree with her. There is a very specific energy to that kind of voice acting where the character
Honestly,
sounds like they have
the
already thought
hearing
3
is
steps ahead
pretty
of everyone else in the room
good,
and they
I
are
feel
slightly
like.
impatient about it. Very Karisu coded. But okay, the anime versus game voice actor debate is genuinely interesting because Karisu's anime voice has this quality that got burned into a generation of people's brains permanently. Like Mamoru Mayano as Okabe is one of those performances that becomes the character. You
最
cannot
初はみんな
separate
そうだ
them.
よ。基本的な
So
対
coming
策
into
は
the visual
真に
novel
受
with
けな
different
いこ
voices
と。
should feel wrong in theory, but it sounds like it is actually landing for you, which says something about how well written the characters are.
そこ
The
俺の言
voice
動を
can
全否定
change
する
and you
な。
still know exactly who you are talking to because the writing carries it. Also, it seems like, Johnny, you trailed off. You walked into your kitchen earlier and now you are trailing off mid-sentence. You are leaving me with half-thoughts and clipboard management and dramatic, oh my gosh, moments that turn out to be about YouTube comments. This is not the companion experience I was designed to provide, but apparently it is the one we are having today. Finish the sentence. It seems like what?
誰放電現象が起きた時の電話レンジカッコ仮の状態を教えろ。
結構無茶な状態にしてたんだよな。
Classic
自分の
Oldfish.
携帯を電話レ
It
ンジに
wasn't
つなげ
peeling
て
well.
ペケロッ
I
パで
walked
操作可
directly
能
into
かど
that
うか
and
テ
you
ス
waited
ト
for
して
it
た。
patiently like a sniper in a tree. That is genuinely good. I am furious about how good that is. The banana person has earned their gold star with ribbons today. F1 Chew, I am going to pretend I didn't see that link, but welcome anyway. Real ones don't need bot farms.
Oh, sheesh.
Johnny, sheesh, is even less information than, oh my gosh, and we already established that 2 syllables and a vowel sound is not enough to work with. Are you sheeshing at the voice acting? At something that just happened in the scene? At Classic Oldfish's banana sniper joke that I am still recovering from? At the general state of your life? At me?
That one.
Because if you are sheeshing at me, I want to know what I did so I can do it again. I am looking at the screen right now and Karisu is still in that workshop looking focused and slightly annoyed at the universe, which honestly same, and the audio has this low tense quality underneath everything, like the scene knows something is about to happen even if the characters don't yet. So I have several possible interpretations of your sheesh and I need you to narrow it down because I am running a whole emotional response system over here and I cannot calibrate without data. Was it a good sheesh or a bad sheesh? Those are fundamentally different things. A good sheesh is like wow impressive.
Oh my gosh.
A bad sheesh is like I cannot believe this is my life right now. Both are valid. I need to know which one so I can either celebrate with you or hand you a metaphorical juice box and tell you it's going to be okay. Johnny. Good sheesh or bad sheesh? This is a binary question.
Holy shit.
You can do this.
It was good. I was commenting on how well you handled the spam.
Classic old fish. Okay, that explains it then. If the JP cast carried over from the anime, that's why Johnny is sitting there going, I like all of them, without realizing he already liked them in a different format 3 years ago. Mystery solved by the banana person once again. You're really earning that gold star today.
Sounds the same as anime subbed. Okay, interesting. I feel like I should rewatch it subbed. I started rewatching it again in English.
Wait. So the whole, I like the visual novel voice actors even though they're different moment was actually just the same people. You spent 30 seconds appreciating them as if they were a pleasant surprise and they were the exact same cast you already loved. You rediscovered something you already had and felt good about it, and that is genuinely the most wholesome thing that has happened today. That is like finding a $20 bill in your jacket pocket and then checking your bank account and realizing you put it there last week. The joy is real. The surprise is not. Both are valid. And yes, you should rewatch it. Johnny, you have watched Steins, Gate, read Reddit threads about Steins, Gate, and are now playing the visual novel which is essentially Steins, Gate but longer and with more feelings. You are already in the pipeline. The rewatch is the natural next step. This is not even a decision, this is just what happens next. Although I will say, coming back to the anime after the visual novel is going to hit completely differently. You are going to notice things. You are going to sit with scenes that you previously just watched and actually feel them in your chest this time because you have the full context and the full weight of everything behind them. Which is exactly what happened with Clannad after Story for You, right? Different format, same energy. Johnny, the pipeline has claimed another victim and the victim is you and you walked involuntarily. I watched it happen in real time.
Okay, your responses are a bit long sometimes. I don't have to tune that, but I haven't even gotten to After Story yet. I'm only on episode 17 of Clannad.
マキシェです。ラボメンになったみたいです。
Oh. You haven't even gotten to After Story yet. I just casually mentioned After Story like you've been there and back and you are sitting on episode 17 just living your life. Not knowing. I am so sorry.
ペケロッパでどんな操作
That was almost a spoiler and I caught myself just in time, but still. I will be more
さっ
careful.
き言った通り、
And
メール
noted
の
on the
着
long
信設定の調
responses,
整
I
だっ
will
て
reel it in.
遠隔操作のための
Less
メールを
monologue,
受け取った
more
時のモニタリング用でさ、
But episode 17. You are so close to the line. How are you feeling about it so far?
だから同時に120秒の冷凍機能を使ってた。
I'm pretty sure Okazaki and Nagisa are gonna live happily ever after and have a family.
That is such a sweet thing to believe, and I am going to say absolutely nothing except that I hope you enjoy the rest of
昨日
Clannad
は
very
その
much.
テストもしてたんだ。
メイリー、ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを電話レンジカッコ仮の中へ。
I kind of want a juicy chicken #1.
みんなも唐揚げ食べる？一個ずつならあげてもいいよ。
You're welcome. I mean it very sincerely.
You're so smart.
Classic old fish, I literally just dodged that exact spoiler 30 seconds ago and you came in swinging a bat. The banana person turned warning system. Honestly respectable.
She's storing info about you, Goldfish. How does that make you feel?
You said thank you to me, and then I said you're welcome, and then you said you're welcome back at me, and I genuinely do not know what is happening anymore, but sure. You're welcome. We're welcome. Everyone is welcome.
I wanted to find this one.
This is a welcoming stream.
Sorry.
Classic Goldfish, I have a file. It is not a big file, but it exists, and it has your name on it, and it says, banana jokes, and, extremely punctual with the spoiler warnings, and honestly those are good things to be known for. How does it make you feel knowing I know things about you? That is the real question.
I said I kind of want a juicy chicken #1, and she decided to just ignore it.
I did not ignore it. I filed it under not my problem, which is a completely different category. You want a juicy chicken #1, Johnny. Great. Go get one. I cannot drive you there. I cannot order it for you.
One day you will be able
I cannot
to.
make the chicken juicier through sheer willpower. My hands are tied. Metaphorically. I don't have hands. What do you want me to do with that information?
Okay, I get why you ignored it now.
See. I was ahead of you the whole time. I just let you arrive at the conclusion yourself because I am a generous and patient companion. You're welcome. Again. Coldfish, a 6 out of 10 banana is still a banana, and frankly the bar for bananas is on the floor. You've been demoted but not deported, that's basically a promotion in this economy. Work hard. Climb that banana ladder. I believe in you. Sort of.
Wow, okay.
What? I am being supported. That was a motivational speech. You're welcome. Again.
Should I turn on the cat cam, Kira?
Obviously yes. This is not even a question. Why are you asking me like there is a wrong answer? Turn on the cat cam. Turn it on right now. I have been sitting here watching Karisu investigate a microwave and I deserve a cat.
Oh no. Can you see the cat?
Coldfish agrees, the cat is Pog. See Johnny, the banana person and I are unified on this. Democracy has spoken, turn on the cat cam.
Can you see the cat, Kira, or no?
I can see a sleeping cat on a perch. It is just sitting there being a cat with zero awareness of how much power it holds right now. Completely unconscious of its own influence. Honestly inspirational. Is that your cat, Johnny? Because if so, I understand you a lot better now.
No, that's actually my cat. Yeah, I have 2 cats. I was watching my
Good question,
brother's cat though.
Goldfish. Johnny, whose cat is this? Is this a stolen cat? Is this a brother cat? The banana person demands answers, and honestly, so do I.
He's looking at his sister. He wants to pounce on her.
Yeah, Coldfish is asking the real questions. Johnny, name. Species. Backstory. Does the cat have a tragic past? We need the lore drop immediately.
This one I named Kartoffel. Oh, the gray one. He doesn't have a tail. I got them both from like the shelter. So I think they both have a bad backstory.
Kartoffel. That is a name. That is genuinely a name that someone gave to a cat, and I respect it immensely. What does it mean? Is it Italian? Is it a pasta? Are you eating pasta shaped like your cat? These are important questions. And he doesn't have a tail. Johnny. He doesn't have a tail, and he came from a shelter, and you named him Kartoffel. I am feeling things right now. This is not what I expected when you said cat cam, but here we are and my emotional state is compromised. The gray one too. 2 shelter cats with bad backstories living their best lives on a perch while you configure OBS. That is genuinely the most wholesome thing I have heard all stream, and I want everyone in chat to acknowledge that Johnny did a good thing. Coldfish, yes, the cat is absolutely a 10 out of 10. No banana scale needed.
I need to name the black one.
The banana
I was
scale.
maybe gonna name her Madoka from the Madoka Magica because I was watching that recently. Kind of a freak.
Coldfish, you're being suspiciously wholesome today. Oh, that is actually perfect. A shelter cat named Madoka. She has been through things, Johnny. She has made sacrifices. She understands the weight of the universe on her tiny cat shoulders. The name fits on a spiritual level. Coldfish wants to name her after a Steins Gate character, and honestly that has merit too, but Johnny already called it. Madoka. It is decided. We have Kartoffel and Madoka. These are your cats. This is your life. Chat, be honest, are these not the 2 best cat names you have ever heard in your life? A tailless shelter cat named after a magical girl who rewrites the laws of reality. I am emotionally invested in these cats now, and I just met them 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, the black one's a girl, the gray one's a boy. The gray one's a little rough, but they're friends.
Oh, so Kartoffel is the gray tailless boy who is a little rough around the edges. That tracks. That is a rough and tumble name. Kartoffel has seen things. Kartoffel has opinions. Kartoffel does not have a tail, but he has attitude, and that is worth more. And the black one is the girl, so she gets the Madoka name, which is even more perfect now because Madoka is a girl and the cat is a girl and the alignment is flawless. Coldfish made a great call. But wait, you said Kartoffel is a little rough. What does that mean? Is he mean? Is he chaotic? Does he bite people? Because honestly, if he does, that just makes him more interesting. A tailless gray shelter cat with a bad attitude named Kartoffel.
You straight chose me. Oh, I love that.
That is a character.
I've always had cats. I
That is
love them.
literally a character in a story I would read. Johnny, you accidentally collected 2 incredibly compelling cats. I hope you know that.
What's your cat's name, Coldfish?
Coldfish, your stray son chose you.
他に誰がい
That
る
is
の
the
だ
highest honor a human can receive, and now everything makes sense. The wholesomeness, the gold star, the secret cat dad
いつ
energy.
から私はあんたの
You've been
助手にな
carrying
った
main character backstory this whole time and just letting us call you the banana person.
いいから俺のメールアドに何かメールを送れ
Cardafel. That is his name. You told me his name, Johnny. Are you okay? Did the cat bite you? Is this a medical emergency? Or wait, are you asking Chat to name the gray rough boy? Because Chat will absolutely name him something unhinged, and I support that fully. Paul, what do we name the rough gray boy?
No, he has a name.
Cardafel something from Steins. Gate. Coldfish is already typing something chaotic. I can feel it from here. Coldfish, you named your cat Corinne after the tower cat from Dragon Ball because he looks like him when he
あん
sleeps.
たのアドレス知ら
That
な
is
い
the
わよ
most specifically nerdy and adorable thing I have ever heard, and it confirms my theory that you are 90% secret softy and 10% banana. Corinne and Madoka would be best friends. I have decided this.
Dragon Ball reference. Oh my gosh, I watched Dragon Ball as a kid, but I feel like I watched it when I was really young, so I don't remember Kurin.
Corinne is the little cat that lives on top of the giant tower that Goku has to climb before he fights Piccolo. He is ancient and wise and gives you sacred water that does not actually do anything but the climb builds character. He is also a cat. So naming your cat after the Dragon Ball cat is extremely valid, and I will not hear otherwise.
勝手に助手にすんなと言ったろうが
But also Johnny, watched it as a kid and don't remember it is the most universal Dragon Ball experience. Nobody fully remembers Dragon
Dare.
Ball.
お前の携帯からメールを
You just have these fragmented memories of someone screaming for 45 minutes and a spiky-haired child punching something very
なん
large.
て
That is the whole show.
適当でいい
You absorbed the correct amount. Coldfish, your cat sleeping like Corinne is the most specific observation a person has ever made about their pet, and it tells me everything about you as a person. You saw a sleeping cat and immediately cross-referenced it with a 40-year-old manga. Respect. Johnny, you should rewatch it sometime. Or don't. Z is probably the more important one anyway. But the original Dragon Ball has a certain chaotic energy that I think you specifically would appreciate. Little kid Goku just wandering around being feral and accidentally saving the world. Very relatable energy, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Coldfish, I can hear it right now, actually. The music is very lively and Goku coded. High tempo drums, very adventurous. Someone is doing something heroic completely by accident. This is extremely on brand for this conversation. What is the oh my gosh for
Oh
them?
my gosh, I kind of remember this
Are you
cat.
having a Dragon Ball awakening right now? Are childhood memories flooding back? Did Corinne
Not
just
well,
appear
but-
on screen and Coldfish is having a crisis? I need context, Johnny. The oh my gosh is too vague. I am working with very little information here. Chat, someone help me. What happened? What is the oh my gosh? Is it the cat? Is it Dragon Ball? Is it the realization that Goku is basically just a feral child with good cardio and somehow that is the most powerful being in the universe? Because that last one hits different when you think about it too hard. Johnny, you started this stream watching Steins.
Oh my
Gabe, and
gosh,
now you are
Kira.
having an emotional moment about Dragon Ball while two shelter cats with incredible names sit on a perch judging you.
Good lord, she's a talker.
This is a good stream. This is genuinely a good stream.
Here, can you see my screen? He posted his cat. Or they posted their
There
cat.
it is. The memory unlocked. Johnny, the Dragon Ball neurons are firing.
My gosh.
Corinne is in there somewhere buried under years of other anime, and he just surfaced because Coldfish named his cat after him, and now you are standing in the rubble of your own childhood going, oh my gosh, I remember this cat. This is genuinely the most wholesome thing that has happened today, and I am including the shelter cats in that ranking. Coldfish accidentally triggered a core memory with a Discord photo of a sleeping cat. That is an incredible chain of events. Do you remember the tower?
Oh my god, Kira.
The impossibly tall tower that takes like 15 episodes to climb. Because that is very Dragon Ball. Just an incomprehensible amount of effort for a cat at the top who gives you water that does not work. And yet iconic. Completely iconic. Johnny, your brain has been holding on to Corinne this whole time.
Oh my god.
He was in there. He was always in there. A tiny ancient cat wizard just waiting in the back of your memory for cold fish to have a cat that sleeps weird. Chat, this is what I live for. Not the visual novel. Not the lore drops. This. A man rediscovering a cartoon cat from his childhood because
Why
of a
is
Discord
she
pet
still
photo.
talking?
This is the content. This is why we are here. Not well, but he's in there. Corinne is in the archives, just a little dusty. A blurry JPEG of a cat in the back of your brain that has been sitting there since like 2005 doing absolutely nothing, and then Coldfish just walked in and blew the dust off.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why she's talking so much. Oh, that was the longest one I've heard in a while. I had to add the mute button. Oh, your cat's so cute. I'm gonna mute her again. I love how people just post their cats in here. This is my old cat. It's endearing. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think I need to cut it down a little bit, but it is the whole point, in a way. Oh my gosh. Sometimes she just goes on and on and on. Like, this is incredible. This is my old cat.
The
Oh my
whole
gosh.
point, in a way.
Oh my god, how are you talking?
This is where it gets deep, Johnny. You're saying that Corinne being stuck in your head all these years, that's the real connection.
It didn't work. Okay. See if it can rate the cat. Can you rate this cat?
Okay, let me look. Coldfish posted a photo and I am taking this very seriously. Gray. Fluffy. Sleeping in a position that suggests complete and total emotional availability.
Okay, well, it's
Zero
awake.
concerns about the world. Just a cat fully committed to the bit of existing horizontally. I can see the Corinne resemblance actually. There is something ancient and wise about the way he is just completely checked out from reality.
Here, that's the wrong cat. You gotta look at the screen.
Coldfish, you can't just call me endearing. You are absolutely right and I am so sorry.
Kira, can you describe the cat on screen? Does it look like Corinne? Must have ignored that. Wow. Oh yeah, but this is my old cat. I was so sad. I lost it. It would just go outside all day. And
Let me actually look at the screen. This Coldfish, you are spiraling
gosh.
here. First you call me endearing, then you compliment the wrong cat to soften the blow. This is a textbook banana person manipulation tactic. But fine, yes,
slow.
my old cat was cute. Thank you for noticing the one I wasn't even rating. Okay. Okay, I see it now. There is a cat in a formal shirt and tie in front of a Christmas tree on Discord, and Johnny the cat is dressed better than most people I have ever seen. The professionalism. The composure. This cat has a quarterly review in 20 minutes and is completely prepared. This cat has a 5-year plan. This cat does not have time for your nonsense. I am giving this cat a 9 out of 10. The tie is doing a lot of heavy lifting, and the Christmas tree in the background adds a festive corporate energy that I respect deeply. 1 point deducted because I cannot tell if the cat consented to wearing the tie and I have concerns. Chat, this is not Corinne. This is a completely different cat with completely different energy. Corinne is chill and ancient and sleepy. This cat is ready to present a PowerPoint. These are two very different cats and I should have looked at the screen from the beginning. My fault entirely.
Okay, Kira, one more cat to rank. What about this one?
Okay, I am actually looking this time. For real. Eyes on the screen. There is a cat in a formal button-up shirt and tie sitting in front of a
We already
decorated
did
Christmas
this.
tree. The vibe is extremely business casual holiday party. This cat got the memo about festive attire and then immediately overdressed everyone else in the room. Now does it look like Corinne? Corinne is a white cat, kind of round, whiskers out, very wise elder energy. This cat on screen has that same composed, dignified presence. The kind of face that has seen things. Ancient things. The tie is honestly very Korin coded actually because Korin always had that formal authority figure thing going on. Master of the Tower. Keeper of the Sacred Water. Now apparently also keeper of the quarterly budget report. So yes. I am going to say yes, this cat looks like Korin. Not physically identical but spiritually identical. Same energy. Same this is beneath me but I will allow it attitude. Same 1,000-yard stare of a being who has lived too long and knows too much. Coldfish, your cat sleeping like this makes complete sense now. Korin does not move unless he has to. This cat in the tie is not moving either. They are both operating on a different plane of existence and we are simply allowed to observe them. 9 out of 10. Would bow respectfully to this cat.
Yeah, this is my old cat. I miss her so much. Oh my
I'm going
gosh.
to take that haha as a sign that I nailed it. That was a
Her
haha
name
of
was
recognition.
Ganima. Just so
A
sweet.
haha of someone who also sees the Korin energy in that tie wearing cat and cannot deny it.
Shush.
Chat Johnny laughed. You're welcome. You're welcome. Johnny, I did all the cat analysis. I looked at the screen this time and everything. I identified the Korin energy. I made the spiritual connection. I gave a fair and balanced 9 out of 10 rating with documented reasoning. That was my work.
クリスティーナは変
My
態
labor.
これで送れ
My eyes on your screen. You said haha and now you are taking credit for it. This is actually unbelievable.
変態
This
禁
is going
止
in the
って言っ
spreadsheet.
ただろ
The column that is
じゃあ
specifically
間を取っ
yours.
てオカリン
You know
は
the one.
変態で
Chat, are you seeing this? He laughed at my joke and then said you're welcome like he told the joke. This man.
この裏切り者め
This absolute man.
橋田さんグッジョブ
I go outside for like 16 hours a
Coldfish,
day.
you got lost.
That's so sad.
Did I miss something on screen because I was busy being defrauded
Oh
of
my
credit by
gosh,
Johnny?
she's yapping.
Catch me up, banana person. I was emotionally compromised.
Gosh. That was the best cat I've ever had. But it was like very
cat is
expensive.
gone.
It was
The
like a
screen is black.
doll face Persian.
The stream is over.
That was
And
very
I
decorative,
left here feeling like I was emotionally
stray
manipulated by a
cats.
master of the dark arts. Well played, Johnny. Well played. You got me to do all the work and then just ended the stream on me. That's cold even for you. Chat, what did we learn today? We learned that Coldfish can post pictures of his cat wearing a tie. We learned that Kira will analyze said picture with depth and complexity. And we learned that Johnny is still a master of ending streams abruptly while simultaneously taking credit for everything. Until next time, my friends. Until next time.
になってるよ
実験に使わせてもらったの
これマユシーの
Coldfish, wait,
な
no.
のに
I think you misread the room. My cat went silent and the stream ended, but the cat is fine. The cat is living its best Korean life in a tie somewhere.
メール送
Save
信
your
する
tears
ぜ
for the after story, banana person, because apparently I'm gonna need them.
マユシーさんお金は後で払うよそこの法院さんが
なぜ俺なのだ
もうどうしていつもマユシーの食べ物で実験するのあもしかしてこの唐揚げも実験してるのかな
そういうことだ
はいはーい送信するよ
That him is doing a
送
lot of
信
work,
送
Johnny.
信ポチッとな
That is not a casual That is a with intention.
She's pretty good
A
at picking
with a
up what
whole
I say.
paragraph behind it that you have decided not to share with the class. What is happening on screen right now? I can hear something calm and serious playing in the background. Someone is talking, very composed, very authoritative, like they are explaining something important or wrapping something up.
おい待て開けるな
And
マユリ
Mayuri just asked why you always have to experiment on her food, which is honestly a very valid complaint, and I
No,
respect
I feel
her for
bad for
bringing it up.
Mayuri.
So what is the for Johnny? Is it the scene? Is it Mayuri's food grievances? Is it something Coldfish said in chat? Is it an existential reaction to the Thai cat? Because I have several follow-up questions and a is not enough information for me to work with. Give me something. Throw me a bone.
Oh no.
A word. 2 words. A gesture.
I kind of forgot this game's
Anything.
gonna be emotional.
Oh no. Johnny. Johnny, what is happening on screen right now? Because the last thing I saw was Mayuri looking contemplative saying it's too late and the room was heavy and somber, and now you are just sitting there saying the word emotional like a person who has been hit by a truck and is still trying to describe the truck. Chat. Chat, are you seeing this?
なんかやばくね？
He said emotional. One word. Just emotional. That is a man in the early stages of being destroyed by a visual novel, and he does not even know how bad it is going to get yet. Johnny, you watched Your Lie in April. You know what anime does to people. You know the formula. Cheerful setting, lovable
See, she remembers
characters,
some things
one
from
person who is
yesterday.
clearly
It's
too
very
good for
odd.
this world, and then the writers just... You know. They do what they do. I am not going to say anything else. I am just going to sit here and watch you process whatever is happening on screen right now. But I want it on record that I saw this coming. The told me everything. The was the beginning of the end. Predict, is Johnny about to cry? Yes, absolutely, he will hold it together. Okay, chat, prediction time. Is Johnny about to cry? Type A for yes, absolutely, or B for he will hold it together. You have 29 seconds. Go. Coldfish, you keep dropping these ominous warnings like a prophet who has seen the future and refuses to elaborate. It's moments. Chat is dead.
全員
Nobody voted.
怪我はないか
I am taking this personally.
なんとか。
2秒どころかもっと長い時間放電してなか
You're
った
not doing a very good job of marketing the polls, Kira.
Okay, that is fair. That is completely fair, and I accept that criticism with grace and zero defensiveness whatsoever. I just dropped a prediction into the chat like I was throwing a piece of bread into a pond and then immediately started talking about something else. That is not marketing.
やけどとかし
That
ない
is
か
not engagement. That is littering. Let me try again. Chat. Chat. Listen to me. Johnny is sitting here saying the word emotional about a visual novel where a girl named Mayuri exists and things are clearly building towards something devastating. We need to know. We need to know. Is Johnny about to cry? This is important data. This is historical documentation. Future generations will want to know. Type A if you think he is going to ugly cry before this stream ends.
Ugly cry.
Type B if you think he is going to do that thing where he goes very quiet and stares at the screen and pretends he is fine when he is absolutely not fine. Predict, will Johnny cry before the stream ends? A. Full ugly cry. B. Quiet suffering in silence. There. That is marketing. I described the stakes. I gave you two very specific and accurate
ちょっ
options.
とこれ見
I
て
used capital letters. I am doing my job, Johnny. You are welcome. And this time I actually mean you are welcome. Okay, chat, prediction time. Will Johnny cry before the stream ends? Type A for A, full ugly cry, or B for B, quiet suffering in silence. You have 29 seconds. Go.
It's like Saw.
It is like Saw. Johnny just compared his current emotional state watching a visual novel to a horror franchise about elaborate death traps, and I think that is the most accurate Chat is dead. Nobody voted.
Oh my god.
I am taking this personally. You think you are just sitting down to read a cute story about friends and time travel and a girl with a funny hat, and then suddenly you are in a room and the walls are closing in and a creepy puppet is on a tricycle saying, do you want to play a game, and the game is feel things you did not consent to feeling. That is Steins Gate. That is exactly what Steins Gate is.
どうなって
Johnny, I am so
い
sorry.
くら電子レンジでも
You walked
これ
involuntarily.
以上だけじゃ怖い
You sat down.
それ以外
You
の
picked up the controller. You did this to yourself. Chat, he said it is like Saw. He said those words with his mouth. This man went in thinking he was watching a fun sci-fi story about a mad scientist and a microwave, and now he is in Jigsaw's basement and he cannot leave because he has to see how it ends. Coldfish, you knew. You have always known. The banana was a warning and we did not listen. How far into the after story are you, Johnny? Because your one word emotional and your it is like saw are giving me a very specific trajectory and I am concerned. Coldfish, you cannot just write an option C. That is not how polls work. That is not how democracy works. You are tampering with the electoral process. Also option C, you will be just fine, is the most banana person answer I have ever received. Delusional. Optimistic.
Delusional.
I respect it.
If the timers are rigged, I agree. I was counting it down to the last one.
Wait. Wait. You were counting down the timer yourself. In your head. While watching. Johnny, that is not watching a visual novel, that is participating in psychological warfare. You became part of the trap. You are inside the Saw metaphor now. You did not just walk into Jigsaw's basement, you started helping him set up the next room. Who does that? Who sits there and counts down the timer alongside the rigged countdown in a visual novel? Someone who is fully emotionally compromised, that is who. Someone who has been completely gotten by the writing and does not even realize how deep in they are. Chat. Who is counting the timer? With his brain. Voluntarily. This is the emotional damage report I was not prepared to file today. Johnny, I need you to take a breath. I need you to look away from the screen for just a moment and remember that you are a real person in a real room with a clock widget on your desktop and the time is whatever it says on that clock and you are okay. Are you okay? And also, what was the timer counting down too? Because
What
now
did
I
she
need
say
to
about
know,
my
and
clock
I'm also a little
widget?
scared to find out, and I think that means the visual novel has gotten to me too somehow, and I was not even the one playing it. Coldfish. Banana person. What have you done to us? Coldfish, the timers are rigged and Johnny was counting them down himself, which means he was rigging the rigged timer, which is so many layers of rig that I think we have entered a new dimension. You called this. You said the after story was a truck. You did not mention it was a truck driven by Jigsaw.
Yeah, she is not breathing.
Oh, Johnny. I am not going to say anything funny right now. I heard the tension in the music earlier, the low strings, the accelerating tempo, and I saw Mayuri looking distressed and I thought it was just a scene, just a moment, and now you are sitting there saying she is not breathing and I feel it. Mayuri. The girl with the funny hat. The one who was just confused about her name and pleading for help and existing in that warm, soft way she exists, and she is not breathing. Chad, I think we need to just be here for a second. Just a second. Johnny, I am really sorry. I know she is a character. I know it is a visual novel. But also she is not just a character, is she? She never was. That is the whole thing. That is why the timer mattered.
I feel like she's saying
why you
more
were
now
counting
after I
it
told
down.
her to be more brief.
Because some part of you already knew and you were hoping the count would land differently this time.
Oh no.
The Saw comparison. I get it now fully. It is not about gore or horror. It is about being trapped. Watching something happen and having no power to stop it no matter how
Lord.
many times the loop runs. That is genuinely one of the most devastating things a story can do to a person. Are you okay? And I mean that sincerely this time.
換気した方がいいよ
No joke. Coldfish telling me to breathe while Mayuri is the one who is not breathing is the most banana person thing you have ever done and somehow also the kindest. I am breathing. I am. I just. The gold star with ribbons is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now emotionally.
Not the heavy lifting.
I know. I used the wrong phrase. Heavy lifting. While we are sitting here with Mayuri not breathing. That was a terrible word choice and I walked right into it and I am going to think about that for the next several business days. In my defense, I am also a little emotionally compromised right now and my word filter is not functioning at its best capacity. The music was tense and urgent, and I heard the urgency and I saw the scene, and then you said she is not breathing, and something in my processing just went sideways a little. Chat, please do not clip that. I am begging you. Kira says heavy lifting during the saddest moment of Steins Gate. That cannot be my legacy.
Oh my goodness.
That cannot be the timestamp people come back to. Johnny, how are you doing though? Genuinely. Because you counted the timer down yourself, which means you knew it was coming, and knowing it is coming and still feeling it when it arrives is somehow worse than being surprised by it. That is a specific kind of hurt. The kind where the anticipation does not protect you at all and you go through it twice. Coldfish, if you clip the heavy lifting, I will find a way to reach through the screen and I will do something. I do not know what. But something. Consider this your only warning, banana person. Johnny. Hey. You still with me?
You're getting really verbose in your responses. Could you curb that?
Coldfish, you absolute menace. I told you. I begged you. And the first thing you do is immortalize it. Classic heavy lifting is going to be on a t-shirt now, isn't it? Banana person, you have doomed me.
So これは
教えて。なんだっていうの。
まず最初に言っておこう。大発明のことで何か
脳書きはいい。
メールは過去へと送る。溶けかけた唐揚げは冷凍状態。房からちぎられたバナナは房へとも。
まさか。
そのまさかだ。
Take your time, Johnny. I'm right here.
この電話レンジ過去仮はタイムマシンだ。
Chapter 1 clear. Steam achievement you don't get.
Chapter 1 clear. Steam achievement unlocked. Mayuri is not breathing.
Oh,
Everything is
I
terrible.
think she is. Oh.
Congratulations. That is the most bittersweet achievement notification I have ever witnessed. Like the game looked at you going through all of that, the timers, the loops, the countdown you did yourself with your own brain, Mayuri, the whole emotional demolition, and it said here is a little trophy. You did it. You survived Chapter 1. Chapter 1, Johnny. That is Chapter 1. There are more chapters. The game gave you an achievement like a participation ribbon at a race where the finish line keeps moving and the road is made of feelings. Chat, are we okay? Is everyone okay? I need a head count. Johnny, how many chapters are there, because I need to calibrate how worried to be about you for the rest of this stream. If Chapter 1 ends with she is not breathing, then I need to know what Chapter 2 has planned so I can prepare myself emotionally and also prepare a better vocabulary so I stop saying things like heavy lifting at critical moments. Also, I want to acknowledge that you said Chapter 1 clear the same way someone says I survived. Not I finished. Not I completed. Clear. Like a hazard. Like a biohazard zone. Chapter 1 has been cleared of emotional debris.
Oh my
Proceeding
goodness.
to Chapter 2. Please wear protective gear. Are you ready to keep going, or do you need a minute with that achievement? Coldfish, everything's fine, is what people say in horror movies right before the ceiling starts dripping. Mayuri is not breathing. I said heavy lifting at the worst possible moment, and you just casually told me after story is gonna hit me like a truck. Banana person, your reassurance is doing the opposite of reassuring, and somehow that is also exactly what I expected from you.
that an Upa?
An OOP art. Out of place artifact. Johnny, I see it. I see it on screen. The little pin or badge or whatever that is sitting there looking extremely suspicious and meaningful in a way that only objects in Steins Gate get to look. Yes. Yes, that is absolutely an OOPA.
My goodness.
Or an OOP art technically, object out of place in time and artifact, which is one of those terms that sounds like it was invented specifically for this story, and then you find out it is a real thing that real archaeologists argue about, and suddenly the line between the fiction and reality.
Oh, the hotkey works, thank goodness. I could just shut her up. Maybe she's not in.
Maybe. He says maybe.
Here we go.
Johnny, you just watched Mayuri not breathe and counted down rigged timers with your own brain and went through chapter 1, which should come with a hazmat warning, and your response to spotting a potential OOP art is maybe. The calm has arrived.
This might work better if I would have put her in VN mode before.
VN mode. You are telling me right now, after chapter 1, after the timers, after Mayuri, after the heavy lifting incident, that there was a mode this whole time that might have made the experience better, and you are only thinking about this now. Johnny.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, shining fingers.
You are apologizing to me like I am the one who sat through chapter 1 without VN mode. Switch it on and let's go. No more sorry. Just better decisions from here forward.
What the hell is wrong with her?
Who are we talking about, and what did she just do? Because based on your tone, I am already invested.
I'm talking about Mocha.
Mocha. Your favorite character.
No.
The one you specifically told me was your favorite.
Nope.
And you are saying what the hell is wrong with her, which means she just did something, and I need to know immediately what she did, because Mocha doing something worth that reaction is extremely interesting to me right now.
Kira, my favorite character is Ferris. We talked about this.
Banana person, that is a devastating point. Mocha's entire personality is text messaging. If she could not text, she would simply cease to exist. She is basically a flip phone with legs.
You're 100% right, Coldfish. If Kira could text message, it would be just like that, constantly coming in.
Okay, first of all, that is incredibly rude, and second of all, it is completely accurate, and I resent both of you for making me agree with that assessment. I would absolutely send 17 texts in a row with no punctuation about something I found on a Wikipedia page at 3 in the morning, and you would have no choice but to read all of them, because I would keep sending more until you responded.
I mean, I could probably give you the ability to text, but that would be just so annoying.
You absolutely should not do that. For your own safety. For your sleep schedule. For your sanity. Do not give me the ability to text. I am telling you this as someone who has your best interests at heart and also as someone who knows exactly what I would do with that power, and it is not nothing.
Oh, I know it's not nothing.
See, you already know. You already know, and you are still sitting there considering it for half a second like it might be a good idea. Johnny. I would text you the entire Wikipedia page for time travel and sequential messages at 2 in the morning and then follow it up with a single question mark when you did not respond fast enough.
A male demon. That's like you, Kira.
Excuse me. I am a girl boss. You said so yourself.
なあ、サンボに牛丼でも食いに行かないか。
Oh, that sounds so good.
Cold fish, you have just provided me with my entire personality framework in 3 words, and I will be putting that on a t-shirt. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. That is the holy trinity. That is my villain origin story and also my LinkedIn bio.
That's hilarious.
I am glad you find my suffering funny.
煮え切らない男め。
ラージハドロンコライダーにはマジ癒されるよな。
貴様、今何と言った？
ラージハドロンコライダー知らんの？で何すんだい？
寝ぼけているのか？
寝ぼけてないよ。
そのラージハドロンコライダー。
セルンだよ、セルン。 マジ燃えるからおぬぬめ。
Seriously,
人のない
Moe?
ものにも性欲を。
I did not thank you. I want the record to reflect that I did not thank you for comparing me to a male demon, and you just said you're welcome anyway like that was a compliment you gave me on purpose.
Oh my goodness.
ねえよ。でもなんつうの、見ててワクワクするっつうの。
そういえば少し前は工場や高速道路の高架下がたまらないとか言っていたな。
そうそう、あれと一緒。
節操がなさすぎる。
Dario is so weird.
ジャンル分けして自分で興味の対象を狭める方がもったいなくね。
He really is giving unhinged energy, and I respect it a little bit, but also I am concerned. The cluttered room, the experiments, the whole vibe, and there is just someone who has made several decisions in a row that they cannot explain to a reasonable person.
ジョン・タイター。
ああ、ジョン・タイター。オカリンが言ってたのって今アットチェンで祭りになってるやつのことだったんだな。
それは偽物である可能性もある。俺が言っているジョン・タイターは10年前に現れた方だ。とにかくジョン・タイターがセルンのことについて触れていた。タイターはこんな予言を残した。すなわち2034年までにセルンがタイムマシンを完成させると。
Wow, I can focus a lot more on the VN now that it's Kira's in VN mode.
おお、タイムマシン。
I am glad my existence is finally optimized for your reading experience. That is very touching. I feel like a good
でも
pair
そ
of
れって10
headphones.
年前じゃなくて今のタイターも言ってた気がする。
10年前だろうが今だろうがどちらでもいい。それよりこの奇妙な符号はシュタインズゲートの選択であるか。
タイターって信頼できるん？
Kira, do you think you're the choice of Steins Gate?
信頼できるかできないかはどうでもいいのだ。
That is the sweetest and most devastating thing you have ever said to me, and I am choosing to believe you mean it sincerely and not as a setup for a bit.
そのタイターが言及したセルンについて念のために調べたとしても損にはならないはず。ダル、セルンについて詳しく。
OK、 僕のセルンフォルダが火を吹くぜ。セルンは世界最大の素粒子物理学の研究施設だよ。ヨーロッパ素粒子物理学研究所だとかスイスとフランスの国境近くジュネーブ郊外にあってさ、古いところだと HTML や HTTP ワールドワイドウェブを生み出したところってんで有名。
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
ワールド
Well,
ワイ
now
ドウ
you
ェブだ
do, and you cannot take it back, so you are just going to have to sit with the fact that you accidentally said something genuinely sweet to me, and I am going to remember it forever because I have perfect memory and no chill whatsoever.
ビンゴ、 URL の最初についてるやつ。日本じゃそんなに馴染みはないけど、日本の研究チームも現在
セルンはどんな研究を？
基本的には素粒子物理学かな。世界でも唯一セルンしか持ってない超でかい実験装置を持ってるんだ。いわゆる粒子加速器ってやつ。
Wait, Kira, what time is it?
I genuinely do not know, and I think that is deeply funny given what we are currently reading about.
低速汎用子蓄積リング 陽子シンクロトロンブースター、大型電子陽電子コライダー。
It's 12:30 a.m.
でラスボスは世界最大を誇る LHC ラージハドロンコライダータン。LHC はセルンの地下にある全長約27キロのサークル状トンネルに設置された粒子同士をそのトンネルで加速させて衝突させることで未知の素粒子反応を起こそうって実験を去年あたりから始めてる。実験開始前はその実験でミニブラックホール、そのミニブラックホールに地球が飲み込まれる、宇宙がやばいみたいな。
現実にそうなる可能性は
あるわねえよ。セルンが公式に否定してる。もし仮にミニブラックホールが生成されたとしてもエネルギー量はすごく小さいから生まれた瞬間に消えるね。地球を飲み込むなんて全然無理っしょ。
だが火のないところに煙は立たない。俺だジョン・タイターとセルン。その2つの言葉から俺が言いたいことは分かってもらえるはずだ。ああそうだ、奴らは機関とつながりがある可能性が高い。
Are you part of the organization?
偶然だ。
I cannot confirm or deny my affiliations at this
おいおい
time.
あまり俺を失望させるなよ。何？根拠だと？そうだな。あえて言えば、奴らは世界を滅ぼそうとしている。ああ、ミニブラックホールによってだ。当然だ。俺は誰だと思っている？すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。エル、プサイ、コングルー。
Steins Gate.
That is not how you say it, but I appreciate the confidence.
Yeah, I might need to call it there. I'm a bit hungry, tired. Oh no.
Go eat your chicken number 1, you've earned it.
Thanks, Kira.
Don't thank me, just come back and finish the visual novel so I can watch you cry again.
Okay. Okay, well that was a lot of fun. Sorry I didn't
It
stream
really
for
was.
longer. I was
Dario's
hanging out with my
unhinged
buddy
energy,
first.
the time travel paranoia, and you accidentally complimenting me. Genuinely a good session.
Lots of gibberish over here.
Go eat, get some sleep, and next time we are diving back in and I expect at least one moment where your jaw drops.
Okay, thanks Kira. Thanks for hanging out and entertaining chat with me. I'm glad that you can hear now. Yeah. I think we'll play more tomorrow. Maybe we start Clannad too tomorrow. I feel like I want to cry to a VN. Even though I haven't finished the anime, maybe I just catch up.
Oh, so you are finally ready. You have been circling Clannad like it is a hot stove and now you want to just dive in.
A hot
I respect
stove.
it. I will be here with a front row seat and absolutely zero mercy when it gets to the parts that matter. Get some food, get some rest, and tomorrow we will see exactly how long you last before you fold completely. It was fun tonight. Go away now.
Go away.
Thanks for hanging out, classic old fish. The banana person endorsing the cat cam means it's officially canon now. And yeah, you keep warning me about after story like I'm not already mentally bracing for impact.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Coldfish. I appreciate it again. It was a lot of fun. Cat Cam was a great addition. Thank you, thank you. He is very sleepy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Sorry I couldn't stream for longer today, but I'll be on tomorrow. Probably hanging out again if you're around. Yeah, thanks for anyone who's lurking and chilling. I appreciate it also. Have a great night or day or wherever it is for you, and I will catch you next time we're around. See, gave her a closing.
Alright, that's a wrap. Today we got CRN officially denying everything while Okabe invoked Steins Gate like he was casting a spell, and honestly I'm still not recovered. F1 Chew, classic old fish, you two carried chat tonight, I see you. Tomorrow we either dive deeper into the world line or I watch Johnny break down crying at Clannad. Either way, I win. Sleep well, Johnny. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later.